Which letter represents a certain digit from 0 to 9? Same letters represent the same digits. Different letters represent different digits. The core principle of observation is MECE, which stands for mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. In educational terms, it guides students to analyze conditions without duplication and without omission. The way to apply MECE in letter sum deduction is to observe in order, from the highest place value down to the lowest place value. If you look at the highest place first, you can naturally figure out if there is a carryover. Let the student solve the problem first. How they solved it is the starting point of this lesson. Whenever the student makes a claim, make sure they state the reason as well. Give them at least 10 minutes to solve it. Try solving the problem.
I finished.
Can you share what you observed first?
The tens place.
Why did you start with the tens place?
Because there are 3 R's in the tens place, so it caught my eye.
So, did you interpret the tens place?
Instead of interpreting, I just thought R is 0 right away.
Why did you think so?
Because adding R to get R is only possible if it's 0.
Is R really 0?
No. If R is 0, the R in the hundreds place also becomes 0, which makes the problem incorrect. So I thought R is not 0.
That's right! Then how did you figure out R?
I tried putting in numbers from 1 to 9.
You tried all 9 numbers? Wow, most kids would give up, but you didn't. Did it take a long time?
Not really.
So, did you find the value of R?
I couldn't find it.
Why couldn't you?
None of the 9 numbers worked.
I see. What did you think in that situation?
I thought maybe the problem was wrong. But then I realized there was something I missed.
Interesting. What did you miss?
I only looked at the tens place without thinking about carryovers. But since R plus R is in the tens place, I realized there could be a carryover from the ones place.
So how did you find the value of R?
Since there is a carryover of 1 from the ones place, I tried to find a number where the ones digit of 1 plus R becomes R. R can only be 9.
Which letter did you find after R?
A. Since there is a carryover from the tens place, and A plus A became 9, A is 4, and P is 7. Because the only number that can be added to itself to make a carryover and end in 4 is 7.
I am going to explain a situation. Listen carefully and find a solution. Your older sister lost her cell phone at home. She couldn't remember where she put it, so she looked all over the house for a long time. But her way of searching was a bit strange. She went back to places she already looked, and soon after, she checked the same spots again. In the end, she couldn't find her phone, and Mom found it by chance while cleaning the balcony in the evening. There seems to be a problem with how she searched for the lost item. What is the problem?
She looked in the same places many times.
Is there any other problem?
There are places she didn't search. The phone was eventually found there.
We can describe what you said as, there were overlaps and there were gaps. Because of the overlaps, it took a long time. And because of the gaps, she couldn't find it in the end. Is there a way to search without overlaps and gaps?
Can't we just search everywhere?
Didn't your sister also think she searched everywhere? She only realized later that there were places she missed. My question is, how should we think to search without overlaps and gaps? Let's look at the layout of the house and think.
We can divide the whole space, give them numbers, and search in order.
Excellent. You just divide the whole area, no overlaps, and search in order, no gaps. This method is called MECE. The real English name is a bit difficult: mutually exclusive, collectively exhaustive. But you only need to remember two simple rules. The first, M and E, mean no overlaps, and the C and E mean no gaps. Let's go back to the problem. This problem has fewer digits and 3 R's in the tens place, so most people try to solve the tens place first. But many problems have more digits than this one, and their features are not obvious on the outside. For example, problems with 4 or more digits like these are common. When solving these problems, should we solve them based on the features of each problem, or is it better to apply the same principle to all problems?
If there is a same principle, it would be better to apply that principle.
You already know that principle. What is it?
Is that principle MECE?
That's right. How can we apply it to this problem?
Shouldn't we just observe the places in order?
Then, is it better to start observing from the highest place or the lowest place?
Isn't it MECE whichever side we start from?
In letter sum deduction, one of the important pieces of information is whether there is a carryover. The range of numbers changes depending on the carryover. Let me give you an example. Can you tell me the possible ranges for A and B in number 1?
In number 1, A can be 1, 2, or 3. Because there is no carryover. B is from 7 to 9.
What about the ranges for A and D in number 2?
In number 2, since there is a carryover, A is from 4 to 9. D is from 0 to 5.
Good job! Like this, the range of numbers changes depending on the carryover. But in letter sum deduction problems, letters are used instead of numbers, so it's hard to know right away if there is a carryover. How can we find out if there's a carryover?
I'm not sure.
If there is a carryover, its effect shows up in the whole of the place on the left. This means if you interpret the result of the left place, you can know if there is a carryover. Let's look at the problem from last time as an example. Let's look at the highest place, the hundreds place. There is only A in the hundreds place. What does that mean?
It means there is a carryover from the tens place. A is 1. And since B in the tens place cannot create a carryover by itself, there is also a carryover from the ones place.
Good job! If you observe from the highest place, you can naturally figure out if there is a carryover. That is why we observe in order from the highest place to the lowest place. Can you summarize this principle in one sentence?
We start from the highest place and observe each place in order.
Share what you observe, starting from the hundreds place.
There is no carryover from the hundreds place to the thousands place. We added two same numbers. Therefore, A can be 1, 2, 3, or 4.
It's simpler to say A is 4 or less. Is there anything you can tell about R in the hundreds place?
I'm not sure.
Then try interpreting the tens place.
R is 9.
Did you get that by interpreting?
No. I just said the value I found earlier by putting numbers into R.
Couldn't we figure out the value of R without checking numbers one by one? Look at the box I marked and try to interpret it.
I'll try. The part R became the whole R. Then one R is left over. Since R cannot be 0, the leftover R must be carried over to the hundreds place, but R cannot be a carryover by itself. It means there is a carryover from the ones place.
Let's summarize. Starting from the hundreds place.
A is 4 or less. Because there is no carryover from the hundreds place.
The tens place.
R is 9. Because one R becomes the whole R. And the other R must be carried over to the hundreds place. Since it can't carry over by itself, a carryover must come from the ones place. Since 1 plus R must be 10, R is 9.
Since R is decided, we can confirm A as well.
A is 4. A carryover of 1 came to the hundreds place. Since 1 plus A equals 9, A is 4.
Now it's the ones place's turn.
P is 7. Because the numbers that add up to end in 4 are 2 and 7. But since it must create a carryover to the tens place, only 7 is possible.
Today we learned the principle of observation. We thought about a method called MECE. It means no overlaps, no gaps. Why did you look at the tens place first? Looking at what catches your eye only works for this specific problem. It's different from a principle that can be applied to all problems. Isn't it MECE whichever place we start from? That's true. But to judge if there's a carryover, it is better to start from the highest place. There is a direction even within MECE. How can we find out if there's a carryover? The carryover shows up in the whole of the left place. If you interpret from the highest place, you can naturally find out.